Hello, peoples. Putting up a blog today because I'm 4 subscribers away from doing the 100 blog special blog thingy. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but whatever. It's just going to happen very, very soon, so I need to put up this blog right now. Okay, so the post office job. Really, really boring. We were just filling out bubble sheets all day for 3 hours a day normally, and I gotta say that I really respect mail carriers now because I thought that, you had people in the post office that curated the mail and then just gave the mail carriers the bag of mail and they do it. Well, no, they actually do everything. They put it in their little cubbies, organize it, and they have to weigh it, and then they have to do this and do that and figure out where the redirects are and blah blah. And holy crap, I don't think you could pay me enough to do that. Especially when it's like minus 40 out or plus 40 out for that matter. Like, I mean, when you're carrying 120 pounds of mail, like every day, like that's just not very fulfilling, I don't think. So, a lot of respect for you guys. And like I said, the post office job was, well, in the north end of the city, and I live in the southeast. It's about a half an hour bike ride. I thought it'd be a little bit longer than that, but because it was early in the morning, you didn't have to fight traffic or anything like that. So it was actually quite nice. And then one of the people that worked with me, turns out she lives about 3 blocks away from where I live. So for the last 3 days, she gave me a ride in her car, and we had intellectual conversation. It was fantastic. It was quite nice. Thank you. So I'm starting the call center job in about 48 hours, and I'll let you guys know how that turns out. Lots of people are saying, don't do it, don't do it. And then I asked them why, why shouldn't I do it? And they're like, oh, because the environment is really bad. I'm like, well, what do you mean? And they're saying that there's a bunch of young kids that work there, and there's a lot of slackers and just like really immature type stuff, but they didn't say anything about the actual workload being difficult. So I don't know. I think if you could like really shine in a place like that, and I can't take other people's advice for jobs. I can't anymore. There are people that are like, this is an amazing job, and I take it, and it's bloody hell. And then there's jobs that, like the pizza delivery job, everybody was saying you wear out your car, and it's this horrible thing. It was like the best job ever. I'd still be doing it if gas was cheap. Which, by the way, it is now officially $5 a gallon where I live. It is $1.31.9 a liter, which you convert to American gallons. It's $5.01 a gallon. And people are still driving their trucks and SUVs. It's insane. I would have thought at this point in time, people would be like, no, we're dying, right? But yeah, I guess not. And then on top of that, they have a major, major highway into the city shut down. They have like some of the intersections are you can get to, but there's a lot of restrictions. Like you can only turn, or all these crappy restrictions. Usually I cross the road so I can go to a smaller residential road and take my bicycle in there. It was completely shut down, so I was actually forced to go on this highway, which by the way is 1 lane each direction, and there's not enough room for a vehicle to pass me. So I'm riding my bike, and there's like population 20,000 people behind me trying to get through, and they were pretty good actually. I didn't get honked at, which was really surprising, but maybe because it was a bus. I find that buses are really, really nice compared to cars. I don't know. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, and I'm just going to show you what I got my mom. So I got her this lovely card. I'm not sure if you can see that. It says, "To my wonderful mother. A mother's love makes all the difference," and it does. And it says, "Thank you for being such a beautiful reminder of love in my life. Happy Mother's Day, love Landon, XOXO." Because my mom does that to me all the time, and I think it's corny, so I'm just going to do it back to her. Don't worry, I love you. It's fantastic. What else? I also got my mom some caramel popcorn. I don't know. It was a bit random. But the biggest present I'm giving my mom is a drawing I did, and I don't think she's into modern art, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. It's like really gestural and like funky. So I'll give that to my mom, and hopefully she loves it. So I get to see her tomorrow at her place. We're gonna have supper, all that wonderful stuff. what else is new? What else is new? I haven't sold the Ford Tempo yet because I have never met so much resistance from selling and living without a car more than this city. I mean, 6 weeks in Winnipeg wasn't bad, but here, like, everybody thinks that, like, I'm mentally insane, really. I mean, truly. And so my dad, for whatever reason, wants me to insure my car for an emergency sake, even though it's $50 a month to insure. So we're insuring a car that's sitting in the parking lot, and the only time I use it is when I need to pick up my sister from downtown. So I don't understand, whatever. But he's paying for the insurance because I refuse to. I'm not driving the car, I'm sorry. So I still have the tempo, and we'll see what happens. Also, this is a bit random, but I wanted to watch this movie called Maxed Out. I've seen the trailers for it, and it looked really good. And it's about Americans and how much they're in debt, and how the nation is in debt, and how people are personally in debt, and how that all works and everything like that. So I found it on Google Video, and in fact, I'll put it on a link over there. And it's like the first two-thirds of it, it's like informational, right? It's kind of like, oh, that's really interesting or whatever. But the last third of it was just, I cut up two of my credit cards after watching that. It was so ridiculous. I'm not gonna give you like, you guys have to watch it. Like, spend an hour and a half of your time and watch it because that's just really scary. Highly recommend that movie. Watch it tonight or whenever. Maybe with your mom. It would be fun, wouldn't it? Anyways, so getting ready to make that special blog for you guys. Have yourself a great weekend with your mom.